This will be exercise 6, sheet 3. So for this sheet, again, we're going to cut a piece of trace paper, cut it neatly. What we're going to do though is we're going to use sheet 2 as an underlayment. Right now I have sheet 2 here and I have my ordering system underneath, but now sheet 3 is going to be another piece of trash paper on top of here. Let me take that down and then I'll talk about sheet 3. What's going to happen here is we have a term called figure ground, which I'll talk about, and you'll kind of know what I'm talking about right away when I start explaining this. But can you guess what's going to happen here on sheet 3? We're using sheet 2 as an underlayment. So figure ground is usually referred to as a figure, meaning in this case, let's just say a building, right? Our figures were these red designs that we did, right? Now the ground would be everything that's not a figure, so all this white space, right? So on this sheet 3, we're going to be drawing the ground. So for instance, I'm just going to do one square, and then obviously we're going to color the ground a different color, not red. So for instance, number 1, just make sure you draw a box around with your ink pen. Now this one you can just ink it right away, right? Here's my box. Now what I'm going to do is draw the ground image. So, like so, come around here. It's just going to be the opposite. Right? So kind of tracing this around here like so. Trying to be as neat as I can, right? Consistent. You're freehanding all this. Stay on those lines. Now, what you see here is this third sheet. Now I'm looking at the white space. Think of it as the figures being buildings. That's sheet 2, right? The figures that you constructed. Now the sheet 3 is going to be the ground. Maybe courtyards or paths, right? So now what's going to happen when I color the ground in a different color, I'm going to use this sort of this bluish color so it stands out to here from the red of the figure underneath. So I'm going to be coloring in. See if I can do this kind of relatively quick, because just do a little bit here. So now I'm going to be coloring the ground, right? Consistent strokes. So I'll be coloring the ground, and when you lift this trace up, you'll see that the ground, which is sheet 3, is just going to be what was left over from all the figures. And that creates a different shape within the ordering system. You're going to do that for each 8 squares. We're doing the ground now. And then again, as always, I will finish this and show you the completed version with sheet 2 underneath and by itself.